Hi everyone, it's December, and that means that the semester has officially ended. So everyone's either leaving the campus or flying back to their home countries. I'm actually just about to pack and go home for the break, but I thought before I do that I would just sit down and do one last vlog before the semester ends. So today was actually Yale-NUS Open Day, which kinda explains the shirt. YNC Open Day is basically like an open house for the public to come down, ask questions and find out more about the school. And for some of you who saw me there, I was running around helping to take photos of the event and also talking to some prospective students when I wasn't shooting. This being my first YNC Open Day as a YNC student, it feels very surreal to be on the flip side of the event. You know, walking around and talking to prospective students rather than just listening about the school. And it's also quite the coincidence that I'm spending my final day of this semester at YNC Open Day, because it was because of the Open Day back in March 2015 that I find out about and eventually chose to come to Yale-NUS. I remember being in a very weird place as I stepped into NUS for the Open Day. For the entire first year of army, I had believed that I was going to do engineering in university. But halfway through my army journey, I had a sudden change of heart and realized that being an engineer was not what I wanted to do with my life. So I was exploring my options. I was at NUS Open House and I had already done like a round of all the places that I wanted to check out while I was there. And I had quite a lot of time to kill. So I was just casually looking at the timetable and I was like, hey, there's a Yale-NUS talk happening in like 5 minutes in somewhere close by. And I remember thinking I knew like a person studying at Yale-NUS, and like, why not, let's just go and see what this school is all about. At this point, it's important to note that I had almost no knowledge of what YNC was all about, other than the fact that I had one friend studying there. And I had never bothered to go and figure out what this liberal arts education thing was even about. But I decided to wing it, go for the talk just to hear about the school. And yeah, I went for the talk late, so I had to sit in the overflow room. So there I was, sitting there by myself, because I was a loser who went to NUS Open House all by myself. I was sitting there in the U-Town dance studio, above the hall where the talk was happening, watching a live broadcast of the talk going on, and just I couldn't help but listen with my jaws wide open and going like, how have I never heard of this college? I was there listening to the admission counselor talk about the curriculum, the opportunities, the community, and just realizing that it was everything I was looking for. Being a student who had a very broad base of interest and had generally no idea of where that was gonna go, and someone who was filled with this wanderlust to just go around and explore the world, but at the same time wanted somewhere closer to home to study in. It was perfect. I remember after the talk running down trying to catch one of the tour groups as they left towards RC4, which was where YNC was situated at that point of time, and just talking to anyone I could talk to. I remember at the end of the day, having asked all my questions, spoken to as many students as I possibly could, and having collected all the pamphlets, the brochures, the prospects that I needed, I just remembered myself being overly excited about a school I had just found out about 3 hours ago. And yeah, I booked back into camp the next day, wrote my entire application in just 5 days because that was how late in the game I was. It was already due in that 5 days. And I submitted it with my fingers crossed. And I got in. And just like that, my entire life took a complete turn. And here I am today. So I really appreciate the fact that all these feels just hit me at one go today. And it brought me back to a time even before I entered university. So much has happened since then. And as I look back at this semester, I can't help but be amazed at how much my life has changed, how much I have grown, and how happy I am to be in this school. My first semester here at Yale-NUS has been unforgettable. I have read about cultures that I've never explored before. I have discussed concepts that used to be so foreign and abstract to me. And I've stepped out of my comfort zone and done things that I've never done, like ballroom dance or sing in a musical showcase. I have changed my intended major-minor combination at least 3 times this semester. And most importantly, I have found myself the most amazing, crazy, inspiring and loving family of people to go through all these experiences with. The time I've had here in Yale-NUS has been an incredibly challenging one. I find myself constantly questioning and strengthening my own beliefs, pushing my limits as to how much time I need to force out a full-length essay, and just trying to balance all the different parts of my life. But without a doubt, this journey has been so rewarding, and it's definitely the best decision I've ever made for myself. And later on, I'm sure, as I pack up my things and officially leave the campus for the semester break, I'll be leaving a big part of myself behind. But I am looking forward to having some good quality rest over the break and coming back next semester ready for all the new experiences and memories I would have. But until then, I will be missing all my friends, and I will definitely miss my new home.